Ignatius Paul Pollaky, the mysterious Victorian detective. Ignatius Paul Pollaky, often referred to as Paddington Pollaky, was one of Victorian England's most enigmatic and influential private detectives. Born in 1828 in Hungary, he fled political unrest in his homeland and settled in London, where he became one of the most notable figures in early private investigation. Pollaky's life and work bridged the gap between espionage, private detection, and public curiosity during a time when modern policing and intelligence work were still in their infancy. Pollaky first gained public attention in the 1860s when he opened a private detective agency in London under the name Pollaky's Private Inquiry Office. His business offered services such as surveillance, background checks, and intelligence gathering, tasks that were often beyond the scope or interest of Scotland Yard at the time. His agency became particularly known for tracking down missing persons, uncovering fraud, and discreetly investigating high society scandals. He worked with lawyers and foreign embassies and was said to maintain a good relationship with the British police, sometimes even assisting them on sensitive matters. One of Pollaky's most prominent roles was his work on matters involving foreign nationals, especially as Britain became increasingly aware of potential political subversion and espionage. He was appointed as a special agent to monitor the movements of foreigners in Britain, particularly during times of political tension. His reports to the Home Office were part of a broader attempt by the British government to keep tabs on political refugees and anarchists, a forerunner to modern domestic intelligence. Pollaky's reputation was further fueled by his sense of secrecy and his aloof public persona. He rarely gave interviews or explained the full nature of his work, which led to wild speculation in newspapers and public discourse. Even his obituary described him as a mysterious man. Interestingly, despite his low profile, he became something of a celebrity. His name was even mentioned in the Times and humorously referenced in the popular comic magazine Punch, which called him the Sherlock Holmes of his day even before Conan Doyle created the famous fictional detective. By 1882, Pollaky retired from active detective work, having spent nearly 2 decades operating his inquiry office. He continued to write and occasionally published letters in newspapers on matters of public interest, sometimes under the pseudonym Ritter. He died in 1918.